Happy New Year, Liberia. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Hope everybody is having a wonderful year so far. It is a pleasure. Thank God that we crossed over into 2025. Good morning to the great people of Liberia. Thank God that we are all able to see this wonderful year and hopefully it carry us through 2025 and beyond. Uh, my co-host, Mr. Donso. How you doing, sir? Happy New Year. Great to see you. I ain't seen you since last year.
Well, let me say thank you and good morning to everyone. And let me also say, since last year we just meeting and wishing you all an outbound 2025. This is a new year, and we expect to we expect new ideas. We expect that the uh, what have happened in the past must be forgotten, and our mistakes we need to work on them so as to show that our society is a better one, and our society has more like-minded individuals. So I just like to say Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year to all Liberians. Those of you following the show through our YouTube channel, and I like to say welcome to the 2025, and we hope it's gonna be great and wonderful for all Liberians.
Yes, we're looking forward to a great 2025. To everyone out there, thank you to the audience. Thank you for listening to our show. Thank you for carrying us this far into 2025. You guys have been magnificent. We hope, pray, and will work hard so we can bring better content and stuff to you. Our hardworking editor in chief, my co-host Willie Will, to bring more breaking news. I have to push him a little bit further again so he can do the great work that he did over the past uh, 4 months or so. That he can continue to do it. Hopefully, we'll get more people to join our team to improve. To our production man, Mr. Abenigo Payne, who is returning. Hope that want to say thank you for the hard work that you have done. I want to say thank you also to Dr. Kuti Kemen Murray, who will help us get this off the ground, and he is still supporting us, stay here. Hopefully, he will be back. Maybe he'll be back on the next. But as right now, Mr. Donso is going to be the one who is going to be carrying the show, and I hope to enjoy the show with him. Hopefully, this year he's ready to debate with me. Put his chest out and get ready to do what we got to do. Not to be afraid to let me run all over him. So we will see.
Yeah, so like you rightly says it, and we are hoping that the year is going to be fruitful, and we're going to have a fruitful conversation where we're going to disagree and
To agree. No, disagree to agree.
Yeah, disagree to agree. So just before we move forward, on our Facebook page, let me just share this information. For those of you listening out there, we are doing giveaway. So we're going to decide how many persons they're going to invite to follow to get the
No, no,
to get the card. Oh,
no. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you do it. Let me see what you say.
so
Don't be no NGO now.
so for every 20 persons you invite to follow our page, our Facebook page, you get yourself a dollar strike card. You're going to do a screenshot and place it on the Ku-Wor TV on Facebook, and then once that is done, you're going to receive your dollar strike card. So imagine if you invite,
They better make sure the people they invite in follow. If they
Yeah,
don't follow, then no,
yeah.
don't send.
So once you invite the person to follow, right? They're going to get the notification, and you will see they're going to accept or decline. You see accept or decline with the person. You will not receive the card. So the person have to accept the invite and follow, and then
it's the screenshot, it, and then you get a scratch card.
Yeah, so that's it. So for every 20 persons you invite,
now let's bring it down to make it. I would say for every five person, I'm gonna make it.
Let me just say 10 persons, please.
Okay.
For every 10 persons you invite, you get yourself a dollar card. For every 10 persons you invite and follow our page, you get yourself a dollar card. So imagine if you invite 20 persons, right? You get $2 strike card, blue star, orange, anyone you choose. So that's it. Please go on Ku-Wor TV, KUWOR on Facebook. So that's
KU hyphen WORT and follow.
So we want to say thanks to all of you over the period, the last year. You follow, you comment, you share. We want to say thanks to all of you. Even on the YouTube, those of you on the YouTube, you were very much instrumental. You encourage us to do more. And like I said, if there are mistakes, please let us know so that we can correct these mistakes and improve, so that we all can get a fair and balanced information. You know, this is Liberia. We don't want to be part of those you call journalists. We want to be those you call credible media individuals. So please correct us when we go wrong, please.
Also, we don't want to be tabloid news. We want to be news.
Okay.
Speak to the news. Keep your braggadocious, keep your opinions, and just report the news. So, to everyone listening, thank you again. I appreciate it. We appreciate it from the bottom of our heart. All the support we have received, morally, physically, spiritually, and clicking on our subscribing to our Facebook and YouTube page. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the management of Ku-Wor TV. We all thank you from the bottom of our heart. So, Will, we are in 2024.
2025.
Correction. Yeah. I'm still thinking 2025.
Please don't carry us back.
I know,
please.
Right? Let me not do that. Now we're in 2025. So, let's give the number because we want people to call in today.
So we announce the numbers, right? And then we go in depth of our discussion. And then we give them the space, probably 15 or 30 minutes to call and make their input.
No, I mean let's do it like this. We can be talking, they call in, then we break, and then they're talking. I want to have a beginning of the year conversation with the people. I want us just to be talking. We're gonna be talking. They call in and they bring a topic in. Then I know people are gonna get mad at me. Some people I'm gonna shut it down. I'm gonna hang up on people. I'm gonna still be the same one. I know you'll be mad, so it's okay. Let's start a new year fresh. I'm gonna be nice today. Let's just put it. I'm gonna be nice today. Since it's New Year, I'm gonna be nice today. I want to give a shout out to my a happy belated birthday to my dad. Yesterday was his birthday. His 72. I about put it 77. I know you probably gonna pop me under the head. I ain't that old, but no. But get a shout out. It was his birthday. Dad, happy birthday! I hope you had a wonderful and blessed birthday. Wish you many, many more years to come. I know I need you around more so you and I can argue more. You know how I get on you guys, the progressive, but it's all love, but nothing but love. But happy birthday again. I wish you many, many more years to come. Look at that. So the number to call in is 0880-732-453, 0880-732-2453. Orange number is 0777-732-453, 0777-732-453. Please call in. Let's talk. So so now that's the end of the year. So how are we gonna
So we going to roll like this. We going to talk about government first year in office. President,
you mean Buckeye administration?
the Waika Kun administration. We're going to do an open conversation with the Liberian people. They also going to make their input on. They're going to express or give their observation on Waika Kun first year in office. Remember, President Waika took office in January, and the first year has come to an end. And we're going to talk about
technically. I think he was inaugurated what, the 6th?
not the 6th, the 23rd. The 23rd.
23rd.
The 23rd.
So
he was
still got a
inaugurated.
few more weeks.
So
But it's at the end there. It's a year now. We're getting a whole year.
So that's exactly what we're going to talk about this morning and on the Eagle Talk Show.
All right.
Yeah.
So, as a journalist, you the journalist, what's your take? What from a journalistic standpoint, what's your take?
Yeah. Thank you. So let me just add this one. It's not only the Boyka Kun administration, but we're also going to involve the legislature.
Okay, that's good.
Yes, the legislature.
And then the ministers. So they're all part of it. Yeah, they're all part of it. Boyka. We got the first caller. The first caller of the year. First caller of the year on the Eagle Talk Show.
Yeah, first caller of the year. My name is Daniel Jr. and I call from Banasakaba. I'm not walking physical encyclopedia.
All right, so what part of Bonneville? What part of Bonneville you calling from? All right, so you're not in the estate?
I'm in Bonneville community.
All right, my man. Then you get Bonneville is the estate. You're not real Bonneville. You just around Bonneville. You're in the outskirts. Don't claim Bonneville.
Liberia does not have an estate. That place is not. It does not represent or looks like an estate. Even the New Jersey estate they talk about, you go there, you don't see anything tangible. You don't see anything.
Back in the days, area F. That was my area right there. But you can't claim Bonneville. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead.
That's really another discussion.
I know, man. I'm just messing with you. Happy New Year, brother. Thank you for calling. Thank you for being. Thank you for calling us. What's?
Can we delve straight into the topic?
Please go ahead, brother.
Creating this government, judgmentally now, individual wars.
Yes, sir.
We'll create a government. I was going to be corrected. I'm who I'm protected, not the Tunisian.
My man, go ahead, my man. My man,
you are protected as a citizen who has the right to express his or view.
Yes, come on, my man. My man, you're killing my time. Just talk.
I will create a government 60% in terms of your rental wise.
Okay. All right, pause for a second. My brother. Pause for a second. You said 60% developmental wise. Okay. All right. Thank you.
So,
hey, hello. Hey, text your name to the number you just called. I will send you a dollar scratch card. Send you the first caller.
Okay, thank you. It's a pleasure, and it's a plus to the manager, the management of the radio station as well.
Yes, sir.
And the public. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. So hey, the
The man
government
said 60%
60% development
yeah,
and 0% unity.
unity.
The school zero.
Score 0. All right.
So that's his view.
Mm-hmm.
But
But man, I kind of wanted to ask
Uh-huh.
him where's the 60% developmental, and I want to ask him, why. But
So-
maybe another time.
2024, I have observed that the first place the government fails like you said, unity, the issue of our records of the people.
Okay.
Since I have not heard or seen President Waika calling opposition parties leaders and
calling them,
calling them to sit on the table and say, hey, the elections are over and it is time for every one of us to put our hands on the decks to work together. I have not seen in face-to-face conversation with the former president. The only time I saw that was during the inauguration where they were planning the meeting. But let me just say this.
No. I want to push back a little bit now.
No, let me just say this.
No.
Allow me rest my statement.
Okay.
When former president we had won the election, he called political parties together. He called political leaders to have a conversation. He even but then President Boyka. He met him and they have a wonderful conversation, thanking him for the period of time they led the country, and you name the rest. I have not seen it from President Boyka. President Boyka also
You filibustering right now.
filibustered.
Yeah, you talking. I'm saying you say you want to rest, but you said
So yes, but
Come on.
I'm still in flight. So the president have not reconciled the country.
okay.
If you go among the citizens, if you go on the social media,
Uh-huh.
you see the amount of Liberians that are disenchanted.
Disenchanted about what?
That have expressed their view. The president reconciled the country. The things that are happening. Looking at the form where the government is heading with some of the events that have happened in
Okay.
2024.
All right, so let's be honest now. This to the Liberian people, anybody listening. Let's be honest with ourselves,
Mhm.
right? There's a place for you to say that I disagree with this administration, and there's place that people like this right here reconcile. That's petty. You guys are just grasping for straw. Like what reconcile what? It's a political match.
During
Hold on now.
the
Hold on.
political period,
No,
right?
you- Yes.
People
Drink some water and drive on.
They were face to face. They were
Face to
intellectual.
what?
They were intellectually. They were pushing each other, and some of them, because of politics, they were fighting. They
Okay.
separated.
Well,
Should stop.
No, but first of all, no, stop.
the unity.
Stop.
The leaders should
No,
start the unity.
The people should start unity. First of all, that's one.
The
Two,
people, you sure?
Yes.
So the people that start the unity.
That's leader.
The leaders are the ones who divided them.
No,
Right?
No.
The politicians, the political figures.
It's
are the ones.
politics.
Just so after politics, you come back and unite the people.
Okay, well.
Reconcile the
All right,
people and
okay.
start with among
All
yourselves.
right, I will let you go in, then I'll done, because right now all you doing is perpetrating the divisiveness, the divisiveness that is continuing to be in the country.
No.
Yes,
I'm not.
yes, you are.
I'm not.
And I will explain why.
Go ahead.
Politics is a blood sport. Politics is a contact sport. The two we have 23 or 24 people contesting for the presidency, right?
Mhm.
2 people emerged to the second round. Out of that 24, people took sides, and they went CDC and other people went, the UP away. At the end of the day, Unity Party was successful in getting winning majority. Joseph Yuma Burka became the next president. The transition period, right? President Weah invited the transition team for the Unity Party led administration to come, and they were civil, and people had the same thing. President Weah extended the same courtesy that former UP stand-up bearer Ellen Johnson Sirleaf extended him when he won the presidency. That's what happened.
Planning an inauguration stuff. It's not reconciled.
Stop.
No, I want you to accept
no, I'm not.
fact.
That's not the reality. They had a reconciliation. They talk. They say Joseph Burka and let's take for example.
But have you listened to statement from some political leaders,
so what?
including the former president?
What have Joseph Burka, President Burka, came on air or in any secret tapes or anything and called President Weah, said anything negative about President Weah? Has he said anything about anybody? No, he hasn't. He hasn't. People are going to say things. People around him, people in his party are going to say things.
So are you saying after politics there should be no reconciliation?
But that's the thing. They were statesmen. They were gentlemen. They were diplomats. They shook hands. They smiled for the camera and everything. That should have been it. President Burka don't have to go sit down to say, "Oh, call political party." No, he got more important things to do than to stroke people's egos. He don't even be sitting around stroking people's egos to come sit around. But I would say this. This is what I would say. President Weah did what he did for President Burka and so forth was because when we won the election, right? At the end of the election, he went and spoke to President, former Vice President at the time, went and spoke to him. It was out of courtesy. It was out of the tradition that we have felt that, hold on now. Man, old man, I beat him, out of respect. That's my uncle, so I'm going to go there. But what I would say, President Burka is not doing that because he don't think that, I may be wrong, just my opinion, that he just won't pick in. He wasn't supposed to be president anyway. He may not have respect. He may not have respect for him. I'm not saying I'm not there. I'm not in his head. I have never heard him say that. I'm just saying from looking, standing outside and looking inside. That's what I'm saying. I'm assuming. I'm assuming that. But he don't have to go call political parties and say for the counter. What, to stroke egos? To say, sit there and make up a bunch of statements and stuff? No, for what? It's a waste of time. That's a waste of time that he should be out there paying attention to the Liberian people, passing laws and implementing stuff that will happen. He called the political parties, then come and talk to him and to stroke that, putting food on the table of a woman, of a single mom that have 4 or 5 kids that does not have food to eat. How is that helping a young lady that a woman that's going to the hospital that may die in childbirth? How is that bringing clean and safe drinking water to the Republic of Liberia?
When you reconcile
there's nothing. It was politics.
After politics, let me just come in. After politics, when leaders sit and reconcile their differences, and their various supporters see these pictures. They see it as
they had the pictures.
Bringing.
They had the pictures.
Every Liberian
together. They had the pictures.
They bringing every Liberian together.
Wasn't Joseph Burka at the executive mansion with George Weah?
He was.
Okay, so
he was there for a different purpose. He was there for inauguration transition.
That's what inauguration. Okay, let me give you those facts. No, hold on. Do you remember?
During the inauguration,
hold on. No, stop.
During the transition period, both the outgoing president and that of the incoming, they form a committee to set up. That is reconciliation. The incoming president can be inducted in office
with reconciliation right there. That's it. Let me get you remember January 6th in America?
No.
2020? You're a journalist. You don't say no. You're a journalist. You should know that.
So
January 6th, 2020. What happened January 6th, 2020 in America? So since the journalist, you don't know, Donald Trump supporters, president at that time, stormed the Capitol to stop the certification of president. Donald Trump did not invite Joe Biden to the White House when he did that. This election just took place in America. Donald Trump was invited by Joe Biden.
So if you say Trump supporters, they were there and they refused for Joe Biden to enter the White House.
Yes.
That is a form.
Now you say refuse. No, hold on. I didn't. No, hold on. I want you to listen.
To divide the people.
No, listen very carefully.
The matter of fact, you deny
to comprehend
an incoming president.
Stop.
Right?
Let's stop.
Go ahead.
Stop. I want you to listen.
Go ahead.
Donald Trump people, when Donald Trump lost the election in November in 2020, right? He did not invite Joe Biden to the White House, as Joe Biden just did. When he won the election this time, Joe Biden just invited, maybe a few weeks ago, invited Donald Trump to come to the White House. So Donald Trump, let me finish. Let me finish.
You're not satisfied.
Will, stop. Let me finish. Let me finish. I want you to listen to comprehend the reconciliation that Donald Trump would have done if he had invited Joe Biden when Joe Biden won the presidency in 2020. If he had invited Joe Biden in December when Joe Biden won the election November of 2020, his supporter wouldn't have stormed the Capitol in 2021. They wouldn't have stormed the Capitol in 2021. He would have accepted the results. His supporter would have been like, okay, our man accepted the defeat. We will move on. Donald Trump won this going election in 2023. Joe Biden who was president. His vice president the defeat. They came, invited him to the White House. The person that lost the thing was there, shook hands with him and everything. They accepted. You don't see no Democrats saying, oh, January 6th, we are going to go march on the Capitol to go do anything.
We cannot compare.
It's not going to happen.
And
now you don't compare. You don't compare. Oh, come on, man, make a good argument.
So here is it. We will not be on President Boyka reconciling the country through because most of the Liberians who I've interacted with and from what I've seen,
people who mad about Joseph Boyka,
they talk about reconciliation, but there are so many things.
It's an excuse.
There are so many things to talk about.
Yeah, let's talk about something. It's an excuse for reconciliation.
The government also did extremely well to maintain the peace of the state.
Okay.
And I think
maintain the peace. What do you mean by maintain the peace?
Well, after Liberia, 15, I don't know, should I say 15 or almost, there were crisis elections period where after election there will be people who will come up to express their grievances in a different manner, in a different approach.
So when did that happen?
I'm saying they maintain a peace from the leadership, from the early leadership of the president.
Okay, so stop.
Right? Before Ellen came to power, there was a crisis.
Yes.
Right?
12 years,
and the peace,
12 years under Ellen, we had peace.
And the peace continues up to present.
Yes.
If war could come under
but what didn't? So see, y'all need to stop that. Listen, George, we are like just how Liberia was peaceful under Ellen Johnson Lee. That's exactly how we were peaceful under George.
I'm saying war cool.
No, war is not coming.
I'm not saying war is coming.
But y'all keep talking about it. Y'all keep putting it in the ego.
No.
We are a peaceful nation.
So the government has maintained the peace and they keep maintaining it. And
What peace? We are at peace. Stop saying government
we are
maintaining
at
peace.
peace.
Okay, so the same.
And Liberians are maintaining the peace, and there have been people in their engagement. But again, the
You need to choose your words wisely.
2024. Let me just say this. I'm gonna grade the government
2025. Oh no, 2024.
yeah,
Okay.
20%.
Okay.
They scored 20%. The remaining 80. Is it 80 or
80?
Yeah, they fail. When I say they fail, reform laws, I'm not saying it.
What reform laws?
There are some laws that need to be reformed.
Like what?
You have the you have other concessions companies here. You need to visit the agreements.
Who passed laws?
The legislature.
Okay, so how are you blaming Joseph Boyka administration for that?
So please allow me to lay the basis, right?
Okay, please do.
President Boyka is the president, and that's why when companies are right, they firstly meet with who? The president, the leader of the state. And
no, that's not how it works.
How does it work?
That's not how it works.
So let me explain.
You're a journalist, so
whenever who go out to bring is it lawmakers because they make laws, so they go out to bring no. When the government wants to create job for the people, when the government wants people or private entity to create job, right? They go out, bring in companies that create a space so that their citizens can have access to jobs. The president appointed other directors, ministers, to ensure that they collaborate together. And that's why before this concession agreement happens, they have chair on concession at the respective houses, right? The House of Representatives and the House of Senate. When you go there, there's a chair on concession, right? When you go out the House of Senate, you also have the chair on concession. When you go out the House of Representatives, it's done. So in consultation, that's why the president will send a letter to the House of Representatives first. The House of Representatives will look at it. When they agree, they send it to the Senate. When the Senate agrees, that the Senate still have to send it to the president for the president to sign, and then that entity. So there are some laws that need to be reviewed. Other companies like the Firestone, the CRC, the MOPP, the GVL,
CRC. What's the CRC?
Cavalry Rubber Corporation.
Okay.
In Maryland. So you have the King Joy. All of the you have mining company here, and you're seeing what they have done and what the affected communities are saying, right? So the president and his cabinet ministers or directors should go to revisit the agreements that were made during past administration to see how to rectify and necessary things be done by the companies. I think 2024 you heard about the situation that happened in King George because the people were not benefiting, the company was not living up to the expectation of the people after they have agreed.
Expectation. I'm glad you used that word, expectation. So expectation and what is required is two different things. Expectation and what is required are two different things. So let's just get that one. Two. Let's give a little civics lesson to our listener right now. How laws are passed. Laws are created by the legislators, the House of Representatives. They have you take. Let's say, for example, I'm against. I've read locally. I want white paper, white plain paper to be the only paper that we should use in the Republic of Liberia. I sent it. I read the law and I sent it to the committee that help pass laws and so forth. And on the committee, they have the amount of people they have on there. They will vote, saying vote for it to come to the full House of Representatives. On that stand, when they vote, let's say they pass. Everybody votes say yes. We should take this. We should take this law that was sponsored by Representative Wolo Cully and Representative Payne, co-sponsored by Representative Payne, for it to be a law that only white paper should be used in the Republic of Liberia. They take it on the floor. You need a majority.
Majority.
Okay, let me explain now. Just calm down. Majority of the 73, what? 37. 37 vote for it. Let's say 43 vote for it. Right? It goes to the Senate. The Senate is 30. What? Majority of the Senate would be what? 16?
16.
Right? All right. They vote for it. And they send it back to the House of Representatives. The House of Representatives, and whatever the Senate will do their part, reconcile with it, and so send it back to the House of Representatives, House of Representatives, send it back, and they send it to the President. The President signs it. Assuming the President said, no, I don't want the white paper to be the only thing in this country. We want black paper, we want pink paper, we want green paper to be part of it. And he vetoed that bill. He sent it back to the legislator. The legislator say, you know what? We all wanted. This is what's going to happen. The president, we can override the president veto. So guess what? The House of Representatives vote for it. If they're serious, they'll go and vote for it and say, you know what? We get an overriding vote. It's three votes. So they will get 49 from the House of Representatives. Then for the Senate, that's will be about 19, if I'm not mistaken. 19. Then guess what? They override the president vote, the president veto, and it becomes a law after 30 days. That's how legislations are passed. So now let's go to the concession thing about the people. I said this 5 years ago, about 5 years ago, when I was campaigning. I told the people, if you want something done in your community, if you want development in your community, in your county, in your city, we need to get away from the beggar rice, the T-shirt, and the football politician. That's what needs to stop.
Politicians already.
No, like I said, we need to get away from the beggar rice and football politician. That's what we have right now. We have beggar rice, T-shirt, and football politician. That's what we have right now in the House of Representatives, in the Senate. Because that's what they offer the people, for the people to vote for them.
And you read they are still offering it.
Yeah, they're still offering it. But I'm saying that's where the Liberian people have to get away from that. Get away from those politicians. That's what we develop.
How can they forget about it when the very people who they elected, they are not creating that space for them to work and. But
the politician says that the only way that people will vote for us if we give them beggar rice, T-shirt, and play football with them. That's the only way. But if we go to them, tell them, say, these are the ideas we have, and we want to do this, the people tell them, say, that sweet talk we will eat. So we wanted to give up beggar rice and T-shirt and go play football. Us on the football politician in the House of Representatives, in the Senate, say that's what the Liberian people tells them. So that's the reason why they do what they're doing. So now, like I said, the Liberian people have to decide. They have to decide that and get away from that. 2. So when it comes to the concession companies, the administration go out there, lobby, driving businesses in here. if the senator representative sees certain things that they feel is not good for that they feel is not good for the Republic of Liberia, that is where they're supposed to make the changes, saying this is what should happen, this is what should happen. Another thing, when you look at our labor law, that the Becker Rice T-shirt and football politician sat around and passed a law that said Liberians should be making 68 cents an hour, $5 a day. You said the Becker Rice T-shirt and football politician that Liberian people elected to pass this law.
So the
It's a Becker Rice T-shirt.
The question you, do you agree? Because we on reform law, do you agree that the government have not done this?
Done what?
To reform some of the laws that we have.
Yeah, but they're not going to reform it. But look at it. The Becker Rice T-shirt and football politician are fighting in the House of Representatives right now. They just bring down their building. If you have intellectual, competent people in there, we will not have the problem we're having. We will not be burning down the building. We have a bunch of rebels. What are rebels then? I know you're still young you're too young to remember the war. Someone like me, the rebels then, I remember the rebels then used to shoot at the building and say, and the white man and the Congo man then build it. But these are the same building that the passing that we say, why is it like this? That's what we have. We had a representative say on TV and said, we'll burn it down. We go look in his background. He was probably a rebel person. He was a child soldier and stuff, because he sat around, he got his upbringing from a bunch of rebel people that made him to say that he will burn the building down. He does not care about the infrastructure in his own country, and he said he wants to serve as a representative. He ain't talking about passing laws that will improve the Liberian people's life in the country. He said, "Oh, if they don't agree with me, I will burn it down." The same thing that Samuel Doe then did, that said that they didn't agree with Tarver, they went and killed him. Fast forward, Ku-Wor, they didn't agree with Samuel Doe, he killed him. Fast forward, Charles Taylor, the progressive, and all those people, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, they didn't agree with Samuel Doe, they came to kill him. The Becker Rice T-shirt football politician.
So I listened to you, that's good. So Theo, I hope Liberians are listening and express yourself. So if you want to call, you can call them 0880 73453 0777 32453 0777 32453 0880 732 are the numbers to call to be the program. This is one of the promises that the president talked about, and she has said promises of, but here is it, the issue of the assets declaration.
Yes,
the president massively feel on dealing with those. I listened to I listened to the chair, the LCC commissioner, and she said of the lawmakers, I think that the center of them have declared their assets. She said something around 30 or 23, and then for appointed positions you have 350 something, right? So that comes to my mind when the president had a cabinet retreat and was begging his ministers, his appointed officials, to declare their assets. Up to present, when you do the calculation, you have closely 80%
who haven't
declared their assets, and the president have not done anything.
Okay, that just shows that for me. I'll tell you, the
president failed.
You just wanted that. But I would put a little bit blunt. He lacked leadership. That's what I'm saying. That's a lack of leadership. This is where I would shift the thing also. CC, right? They themselves lack leadership. They themselves have not stepped up to the plate. Have the LSCC, all the people that have submitted their assets, right? Have the LSCC verified that these things are facts? Have the media have you guys gone there and say all the people that you guys have submitted the stuff? Where's the fact that saying that this thing, everything that they said, they own one house or they own 10 houses, their house is worth millions of dollars or thousands of dollars? Have they verified that? Or people just took the paper, just signed it, put a whole bunch of number on it, and then they just got it in a drawer? Where's the verification? In the United States of America, I know people want to say it's not America that you just said earlier, but everybody wants to run to America where the system is, but we don't want to do the system in our own country. When Donald Trump, Joe Biden, everybody filed their taxes, and for what happened? It is verified. It is verified saying that this is what you have. Every penny that you spend, this is what you have. That's what happens. But we got a bunch of people who filed things, and the LLC just think it's a useless paper sitting in a drawer that have no proof that this is happening.
With that person. So let me just announce the number. You continue because I think 0880-732-453, 0880-732-453.
My man, don't be beeping us. When you beep us, we're not calling you back. So make sure you call.
0777732.
Go and recharge your phone. Don't beep us.
0777732-453 at the number. So yeah, you were in flight.
Yeah. No. So now, when it comes to what the president supposed to be doing, leadership. That's all it is. He feel that if I were to take action on these people, then ego talk. Hello. Yes, sir. How you doing? Speak up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm Clarence Kimamogo from Ghana.
Yes, sir.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thanks for the people.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, although I missed that issue for a while, I think that I'm listening on. But sometimes I don't know the zero case. I mean, I know you only, I'm so sorry for that. No. Education, for that education in this country, sometimes have been engineers. Okay. But and I don't know what I'm going to say, the correct teacher. But teacher had clearly, you want to be ready because they need emergency benefit. You always want emergency benefit.
All right.
For that reason, even they have those ones that they don't push not even the incompetency, who is competent, who can take all the country, no. Even we see in the courts, some people that instead of them putting some creative fire, you always sort chaos.
Thank you.
Jesse was saying.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Ku-Wor talk. Who's a Ku-Wor? Ego talk.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
How you doing, sir?
Happy. Let's hear you. Hello. Yes. Go ahead. So just text your number.
We'll pass the information on to the Liberty radio station so they can do that. Okay. Thank you.
Hello, Eagle Talk Show. Welcome. Happy New Year. Let's hear you. Let's hear you. Your name and where are you calling from? Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Come closer to the phone, please. All right, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, just share with us some of the developments that you're talking about for which you grade them 70%. What are the key roles you have seen? Is the southeastern road paved from last year? But people got stuck in the mud. If you say it been paved since last year,
So which mean Josh, we are paying it, right?
so if you say it been paved since last year, it means
Josh, we are the one who paid it. So if it's paid, then which means Joseph Boyka the one, meaning Josh, we are the one who paid it, right? Yeah, but if you say the road paved last year, are you saying because right now
paved since last year?
So what time last year was it paved? When did the pavement hit this road? When did my man? No, stick to your statement. No, stick to your statement. When was this road paved? Give me the exact day and time that this road they did it.
Probably he. During the rainy season?
During the rainy season? You said pave. We said griddle. You said pave. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you. No, thank you. We got another caller coming.
We got so many. We still have so many things to talk. So he said he agreed the government percent, and yes, they also talk about the issue of accountability. That's another issue here.
Mm-hmm.
Government officials have resigned. There have been no information whether there was an investigative committee set up to investigate these people who resigned from their positions.
Who are you speaking of?
The LD officer in charge, Peter, Comet, Inspector Army Muda, and you name the rest, right?
Mm-hmm.
What the government of President Walker,
Didn't Army Muda resign?
he resigned.
Okay, so isn't that accountability?
He was working for the government. He was public, right? And you need to investigate why he resigned. What is the cause? Because there was some information, some alleged information of buying 96,000 or dollar car, right? and that sparked a serious debate where he even denied. Even the LRA boss was involved, double jala, right? It sparked serious debate here. It was because of tension that led to his resignation from citizens, the Accra, right? The government, when people leave this position, you send an auditing team there to understand what they did, how they managed the resources or the equipment they were using, so that the next person coming can also know how to manage it and how to use it. That was not done.
How you know it wasn't done?
The government has not come up with any.
No, have you? But you have to realize, right? So you're the journalist, right? For you to make that statement.
I was one of those.
I just asked you
accountability. Yeah, who call on President Boyka to carry on an investigation after Ami Moda resigned, and even they
okay. Did you go to Commerce? Did you go to the Ministry of Commerce, or did you go to the Ministry of Commerce and find out if investigation was done through a FOI request? Did you do that as a journalist?
To go to the
Ministry of Commerce? Did you go there and did a FOI request to find out if the investigation was done and what SOP standard operation procedures were improved, updated, and so forth in order for this action not to take place again?
So for that, at that time, because we were a team of journalists, you have from the newspaper.
You tap dancing, brother.
No, let's be real here.
You tap dancing right now.
We went along with a guy from the New Dawn newspaper front page, and you have a guy from.
Did you put in a FOIA request?
So no, not the FOIA request, but
okay,
we went there verbally to.
Okay, that don't mean nothing. You have to put in a FOIA request. A FOIA request as a citizen, as a journalist. That's what you guys want to go there. No,
their statement was. The new director who they appointed was not inducted in office, was not confirmed, so they were not able to talk about.
You went there. And talk, right? You didn't put nothing in writing.
There are certain times, right?
No, there's no certain time.
There are certain times when the media needs information. It does not require you writing. No.
If you need document,
I attended a training with the independent information.
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Happy New Year.
Your name? Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. We gave you 45 seconds.
It was already key message that all of us can be around here to see how to get rid of justice in our country. The government goes zero in transportation, only allow your Ministry of Transport Minister, that the government goes zero into this government. They are not working on any different thing about transportation fair. So this is why the government goes zero. This is why the biggest in terms of the 1 year.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
So, like I said, the Independent Information Commission, right? And I also had a conversation with the ombudsman, and he made it clear. He said there are certain point in time when the media needs the information, when the public needs the information. It does not require them to write a note on a paper and say, "Dear Minister."
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
I'm saying if you're gonna come out and say what you said about them, about transparency and so forth, right? You, as a journalist, it is your due diligence, is journalistic integrity for you to go and request that information and then let them not give you that information. Then you can report to the public saying that lack of transparency. We requested this thing. The FOIA request.
But then I was not with what I was with Global Dream. So what happened if I took the information there? A global thing.
I'm asking you. Did you do a FOIA request?
I did.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Just said. You just said that you did not. You said you went verbal.
We did verbal, right?
But that's not FOIA request.
We did verbal.
But that's not a FOIA request.
Okay, I accept. We did verbal.
Okay, so then
you now this year, since the new director, the new minister have been confirmed, we're going to ensure that we
do a FOIA request.
Then
Editor-in-Chief
0880-732453 0880-7323-077-77-3245. Wherever you are, you're listening to the program, the Eagle Talk Show on Liberty Radio this morning. And
all right, so I got a little thing. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 scratch cards left over for something different. I want to give it away. My giveaway here. I want a opposition person. Opposition. I know this is gonna be hard. An opposition person to call and give me 2 things that you think is tangible, positive thing that this administration have done. You understand what I'm saying? I want 2 things from the opposition that can give me 2 positive, impactful things that this administration did this year that will live with us for years to come.
okay.
I want to give this scratch card $1 scratch card. I got 4 of them left here right now. I just want to have some little fun right now.
So on the issue of still on accountability,
Yes, sir.
during the campaign, there was this almost all of the opposition that were against we about then, they were saying this government will audit them. We're going to audit this government. We're going to audit this government. Up to present. The only situation this government is after is the Samuel Toure situation.
Yeah, someone is going to be the fall guy.
Most the fall guy.
Yeah, he'll be the fall guy.
You have other key positions.
No,
right?
someone is going to fall on the sword.
For on his soul.
Yeah. Someone is going
the president, if you want to audit,
okay.
if you say you will audit,
Yeah.
you start with the head, the one who was the head of the country, right?
By law,
Who's the head of
you can't. By law, you can't.
I'm not saying you could. I'm not saying you should go and arrest. I'm saying
No.
you talk about audit.
No, listen.
right? So if you want to audit, don't start with the bottom. Start with the head.
No, you can't do that
We-
investigation. That's not how investigation work.
That's
You start with a little man. You tell you threaten a little man. You get 20 years in jail if you don't give me the man next on top of you. Then the man under, he said, okay, that man, he gave evidence for that man on top of him, right? And then they go to that man on top of him. Then that man on top of him, you threaten, you put the screws into him. Then you tell him, say, if you give me the next man on top of you, the man who gave you the order to do the stuff, then I will do a lenient sentence or I will let you go. Then that's how when it comes to audit, right? The so-called assets recovery team. I said it before, that was a joke. When Samuel Doe did the coup and stuff, they had asset recovery team also too. The chairman and part of people who are part of it was Zeze Yangwe, the former or current chairman of the Liberian People Party. Where did that go? Nowhere. It's a joke. It's a gimmick. It's a waste of time. It's something you're putting for people that were progressive who should have knew everything and stuff around here, and nothing came out of it. That's one. 2, if President Boka was serious about audit, I knew he was, and I had a conversation with somebody from the Unity Party that I told him, I said he should have had an international audit firm to come and to audit the government. If he was serious about it, he should have never used LACC or LAC, all this, other and stuff, because they themselves were part of the system. If he were really serious, he would have bought an international firm inside to do the audit. When he didn't do it, I knew it was a waste of time. They weren't going to do nothing. We're gonna be talking about the audit for the next 5-6 years. Samuel Toure likely be found guilty. and he gonna fall on the sword.
May likely forget.
Yeah, I can't speak for the
So
jury.
once the government has all of
Because President Booker is not serious about corruption. He's not. He's not serious about this stuff. He just spoke on it. All he did was gaslight the people. Unity Party just gaslight the people for and so forth. That's what he did. Y'all tell me what is the difference between what Unity Party is doing when it comes to access declaration and CDC? No difference. And previously,
so it's like what they preached against yesterday. They come.
Yeah, the motto.
Situation.
The motto is do as I say, don't do as I do.
So let's just have a little conversation about the Liberia National Police.
I don't call them now. I call them the rebel.
Let's just do a
rebel force.
A little discussion on the Liberia National Police, and then lastly we talk about the 55th National Legislature. Here is the police force headed by Inspector General,
Rebel leader, Inspector General Gregory
Coleman.
Yes.
And since he assumed office, deploying police officers in various counties. When you go to some of the counties, you have 15 police officers that are taking care of over 300,000 people. When you, like for Grand Crew, I work in Grand Crew, right? And over the period of time, and even up the present, you call there, they will tell you 15 police officers in Grand Crew, where you have concessions company, you have mining companies, right? You go to Bomi, you go all of the counties. But when you come right here, you see police officer assigned to minister. The last time Senator Edwin Snow was talking about that, but he's not in error. A minister moving with police officer, wherein the
police officer moving with police officers,
wherein they're supposed to be in the county protecting life and property.
Yes.
But the police force right now,
the way force
in which they engage certain issues, like riot or protest, for the period of time that I've observed, I think some of them, they are not patient in handling protesters or handling riot situation.
Okay, so
there are ways to engage.
So you as a journalist, you can't sit there and say there's ways to engage. You are not on the ground for you to assess what's happening. So you look at it from
observe.
No, yeah,
that's my observation.
Your observation. So, you have to be there.
Anyway,
even though
from
but even I do not like the chief of police, because I think that he's unprofessional, and I think that he's just a bluff boy and he's not a professional person. That's why it is, and I think he's leading a rebel force. But I would say this: the riot police that have seen doing what they are doing, I commend them for what they are doing. You as a citizen, you cannot throw rocks at the police. That's endangering the police officer. They have to go home to their family. They are here to serve and protect life and property. If you feel grievance to something, I know people say that Liberia here, so we got to do what do with the police. But the reason why the citizens doing what they are doing is the lack of respect for the police. Do you think anybody would do that to the AFL? AFL is not going to AFL because AFL is disciplined. People respect the AFL because they are disciplined. The police force lacks discipline. You look at the chief of staff of the AFL. When he put his uniform on, you see a man, a statue, a strong statue of a man that is dressed in a uniform with that command respect and discipline.
Dignity.
But when Gregor Coleman, IG Rebel leader, Gregor Coleman, IG put his uniform on, he got gold ranks and gold necklace and everything. And he got police officer around him with gun at the ready and all that stuff. Look at Gregor Coleman thing. That's how Prince Johnson used to be. How they make gold chain and the big ring on his finger, gold thing and stuff, and how his boys, his rebel men around him. Go back, look at an old picture of Prince Johnson. The only difference is Prince Johnson had military fatigue on, a police uniform on, and he's white and blue stuff. And he just, Prince Johnson be bluffing around. Go look at Charles Taylor. When Charles Taylor was there on the thing, that's what Charles Taylor used to look like. Roosevelt Johnson them. That's how they used to be looking. That's how exactly how Greg Coleman, rebel leader for the Liberian National Police, look right now. When you wear that uniform, you should wear that uniform with respect, command, presence. But you look like a zoot boy, cause you want the girl. The man looking cute. You a police officer. Show command presence.
Yeah. So
what you expect the ranking 5 to do? Man, boss man and stuff. You think you're gonna see a NFL soldier walking around with gold ring and gold thing out the uniform hanging on the chest like that? You ain't gonna see that. You are not gonna see that. And if an AFL soldier walking around and the leadership, a non-commissioned officer or officer see that and correct, then they will fix that. I know a non-commissioned officer would not be walking around like that as an AFL soldier. Or an officer in the AFL will be walking around like that, just like Gregory Coleman, rebel leader, IG for the Liberian National Police.
So at the end of the show, I would just make 2 points and maybe recommendation to the government on a specific issue that the 55th National Legislature, they also came along with President Joseph Yuma Boyka, and they were there. But here is it, right? It was just a recent start to cover the House of Legislature because of the current impasse at the House, which have not been settled. So, journalistically, I have observed, or the Liberian people, right? The issue of laws, making laws. The first year, the 55th National Legislature, they were not active. I have not seen a law.
But that's not what the Liberian people voted for them for.
They make law, right?
Yeah, they make law, but Liberian people ain't voting for them to make laws.
So
Liberian people voted for them to pass Baker Rice T-shirt and play for. That's what the Liberian people voted for.
So
that's what they told the
first year.
So can you blame them?
The National Legislature have not passed a law to say Liberian people. They
have not done the job.
This is it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They have been concerned about individuals' interests. when you look at the beginning of the 55th National Legislature, the issue of undermining and all about themselves has been their major focus. Then doing the job of the Liberian people. The only time you see them working, when I saw them working, was doing the budget, the 2024 budget.
The recent budget?
No, the 2024 budget,
okay,
including the recent budget, which still
it's in limbo.
Yes, and the form and manner in which it was passed.
Okay,
right? The form and manner in which this 2025 budget was passed. So the question here is, are our lawmakers concerned about the Liberian people? because you there for oversight responsibility. Maybe the only two things are recognized that they did. Their present, their representation. They were there to represent the people, and they were there to
Don't
agree to the budget.
Please don't say that. Don't say that stuff.
But the goal that you see, the goal that they represent,
Well,
but they were not making laws. Their oversight
The only
responsibility.
job is to pass laws.
They were that for
The only job
their
as a
oversight responsibility
no.
was not performed.
The only job is to pass laws, and they have not done it. Guess what?
Wow.
I'm sorry to say it. The Liberian people didn't elect them for them to go pass laws. The Liberian people elected them to do exactly what they are doing right now. We elected them to do exactly as they are doing right now. That's what we elected to do exactly as we are doing as they are doing right now. Y'all tell me what representative, the other representative that won, that's in the House right now, senator that's in the House right now, that won in 2023, right? Y'all tell me what law did they say they would pass when they were campaigning? All the people that won.
So you see, this is it. During the elections period, right? Those who are contesting for the Senate position or representation, they will not tell the elect. This is so and so law are going to make for you. They put on their
Class T-shirt.
They put there
and play football.
Our build roads.
Yeah.
I will build hospital.
Yeah.
I will build clinics.
Which is not your responsibility. Exactly.
Which is not their responsibility.
Yes.
And I also question the electorates. Do you know the three cardinal responsibility of these people when they are elected? Do you know that? Don't agree.
Stop that. No, stop that. You see, you are part of that's your part of the problem right there. Their responsibility is to pass laws. There's no three cardinal responsibility. That's something that they made up and put into the ecosystem, into the atmosphere, into the people, into the electorate to lie to them. The only responsibility as a legislator is to pass laws. The process in how you pass laws is representation and oversight. There is no responsibility. The only responsibility is to pass laws. Like I said, the Liberian people, like you, right there where you saying, just prove my point. What we have right now in the House of Representatives is what you and myself voted for. We voted for this chaos. We the Liberian people voted for them to bring down that building. We did. Let's blame ourselves. We did. Like I asked the question again. For all the people that won, what laws did they advocate for that they will go and champion for when they went to the House of Representatives? If we go back and look at it, most of the people that won because they passed bag of rice and they passed T-shirt and they get money and stuff. That's why they won. That's what people wanted in the counties. What law did Yeka Koruba say he was going to pass?
And somebody will say there's a need an electoral college be established in Liberia.
That's a whole different. That's a whole different. We're not going to go down that.
Somebody would say such, but still at the House of Legislature and the impasse, right? This issue of removing speaker and the returning of the building got burned. Why investigation is still on, right? The state of the nation is suspended, right? And you still have the issue of
when is the state of the nation? Is it the third or fourth Monday?
The second.
No, not second.
The third
or fourth
in January.
Okay.
The ceremony. So it is expected soon.
Okay, January 20th.
And we still have, or the legislature, the House of Representatives, still have the issue of speaker, this and that. They have. I don't know what exactly our lawmakers are doing to ensure that this crisis comes to an end?
I mean, the only way the crisis can come to an end, we got to call it.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. You go talk.
I was the first to call on the court earlier.
Yeah.
I just want to get something clear because I already texted my name for an interview that you said you want to give me my season 2025.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm Daniel Bogado, imagine once again, Allah was going to be here.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Separation of powers don't exist, and it gives you checks and balances.
Yes, separation of power do exist. But guess what? The legislature applicate their responsibility to the executive branch. That's the reason why.
But you see, the reason why I asked such a question is that the people that allow the executive branch to dominate the other branches of government, and it's supposed to be because that's the issue.
Because what's your name again? What's your name again? Hold on, brother. Hold on. I want to ask you a question. What's your name again?
My name is Daniel Bogado.
All right, Daniel, hold on. Who did you vote for representative?
For the representative aspect, I voted for Color Green.
All right, is he a representative right now?
Edo Papi,
Yeah, stop. Yeah, my man, come on now. Is he a representative right now?
Yeah, he's a representative.
Okay, so my question to you, what when you voted for him when he was campaigning, what laws did he say he was going to champion? Give me two, my man. No, you ain't coming to my question. No, my man. I want you to be straightforward. Huh? You are protected, but I want you to answer my question. No, that my man, don't my man. No. Daniel. My question to you. Okay, please do. Okay, please do.
He's going to go in the house and then to grab policies. On behalf of the colonels, he will do his cardinal responsibility.
Is that the law? Is that the law? He says he's going to pass. He's going to.
He said he's going to pull ideas. He's going to rub shoulders with those in the house who will be making positive.
My man, Daniel, I'm disappointed in you. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel.
So
we're saying a car when we get off the show. But my man, I'm disappointed in you, my man.
So yeah, he talks about Edward Papi Flomo when this entire issue at the House of Representatives started, right? It was the Edward Papi Flomo that were using those
profanity words.
Yes.
So attacking towards
the deputy speaker.
The deputy speaker. Yes, I just saw the video
so
recently.
probably that's one of the laws. Yeah,
so he said he will pass. He'll be the representative. He said he's trying to out Yeka Koluba, outdo Yeka Koluba to be the most incompetent and lack of what's the word? What can I use?
Integrity?
No, not integrity. His English vocabulary is limited, so he's using curse word. I say this because as a young man, I remember I was about 12 years old, and I used a curse word in front of my dad. And he told me, he said, a man that curses a lot, they lacks vocabulary. That's the reason why they curse a lot. You're not competent. And Papi Flomo, the way that he was cursing, that just showed me that, yeah, he's somebody who is incompetent. That's why he was cursing a lot. His vocabulary is limited just to the curse words.
00880732455. Wherever you are and you're following the presentation, those of watching via the YouTube channel, you can also leave your comments. And those of you listening by the radio, this is Liberty Radio, and we are here talking about Liberia. Especially President Boyka first year in office. So you want to call us on 08807 3245307777 3245307777 are the numbers to be part of the program this morning. Good morning, Eagle Talk Show. Your name and where are you calling from? Happy New Year. That
You be all right. I'll make it up to you. Chief, Happy New Year.
so. Okay. Good morning. Welcome, Ku-Wor TV, Eagle Talk Show, Liberty Radio. Happy New Year.
You know, easy. Hey, Daddy. Hey, I just want to let you. My mom said she about to call you in 30 minutes.
Your name.
Your name.
You where are you calling from?
All right.
Okay, let's hear you. Thank you so much for joining us on the program. So, well, I was like, the state of the nation is very soon, and should I say, battle speaker, he has now resigned. Elected speaker is saying he wants to enter his office, and where this whole issue,
the whole situation, like I said, it can they can stop if Fanati Kofa, when like I said before, right? Representative Kofa, man, just quit.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. You just yes, you
put the country first.
Yeah, that's why we would say
the country
it's
first.
Not what your country can do for you, but what you as an individual can do for Liberia, for the sake of our country. Our country needs to move. We don't want to say, oh, it is because of Fanati Kofa, Joseph Boakai did not build the bridge, the overhead bridge. We don't want to say it is because of President Boakai, schools are not improved. Speaker Kofa, if you are listening, please, I'm from Grand Crew, right? But this is it.
What does that matter?
His kinsman.
No, so what does that matter?
So
he's a Liberian.
He's a Liberian. I'm calling on him.
No, don't say that. That's
from my side, right?
Man, see, leave that tribal thing alone.
If
leave that tribal thing alone.
Tribal thing is in right now.
Yeah, that's the reason. That's the reason why Fanati Kofa doing it. All you doing is perpetrating it.
So, Speaker Kofa, please
speak as a Liberian. Don't speak as a Nigerian.
Let me say this, right? The government, when the government fails tomorrow and you are still holding that position, you don't want to leave. Most of the blame going to come and say, but you people saw what was happening. The man said he can leave and all that stuff, right? So Speaker Kofa, there is still a lot for the government to do, and you gonna be represented. That will also put you in a better position to critique the government when they err, when they make mistake.
You mean the administration?
Yeah, it will put him in a better position to checkmate the government,
The administration.
the administration, especially the new speaker that is coming in. You're going to observe thoroughly, investigate all of what he gonna do. So, Speaker Kofa, Speaker Kung, and all of the representatives, please, this is a new year. Forget everything, put your differences aside, and put our country first. This is Liberia. Now go to the religious leader and civil society organizations. I think they have not played a fair share for the first year. They have not played that major role that they should have played.
What major role?
To put the government feet to
What
the fire.
major role?
Some of the mistakes that government make, they have not come up with statement. They have not written a letter say, hey,
Okay, let me ask you. Hold on.
do
Let me
this,
ask you
and other
this.
stuff.
Let me ask you this.
The civil society, they were very silent
When you
the
say
first year of President
can you pause?
Walker.
Can you
But
pause?
I'm in
No,
speaking.
because
You want to.
Because I want to because you just said something. You just want to run with it.
Let's talk to the caller.
Don't just be saying stuff and just run away.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
you are. You're on Ego Talk right now. Happy New Year. Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Okay. Yeah, but we're calling him speaker. The majority elected who was speaker.
Okay, sir. Let me say this to you, right? I can call him representative. The people elected him as representative. I don't have to call him speaker. I'm not in the House of Representatives to call him speaker. The people in the House of Representatives can call him speaker. I call him. If I call him Mr. Kofa, he will address me as Mr. Wolokoli, or I'll say Representative Kofa, or he'll address me as Mr. Wolokoli. So don't tell us we should call him speaker. Exactly. So, but don't come and dictate to us. Do not dictate to us how we should refer to him. All right. So no, get that right. Get that one correct right now. Don't call us and dictate on how we should call him. Thank you for the call. Next caller.
Welcome to Eagle Talk Show on Liberty Radio. Your name, Happy New Year, and where you calling from?
Yeah, thank you. I'm a currency, when you come to the speaker, Kofa, so I want to hear everything. Let me just people something. If you hold somebody and put in a plan to take something, you say you are doing rule of law. Okay? your follower, the first thing they did, they love to do in front of other people. The second thing they did, the way they spray pepper other people. The third thing they did, the way they remove all the chairs. They use it a raw apparently. Okay, even the point of that place, this one, all people focusing on a few group, or for a thing group, or no, the thing in court. But you say you are wrong about the person. I mean, you are not a wrong about the person. Because when the violence started over there, everything is you know a razzie. You know a razzie, not one time, not two times. At the same time, you run into court. And the court will check your request.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Good morning. Welcome to Eagle Talk Show on Liberty Radio. Your name and where you calling from? Mm-hmm. So conclude. Okay. So climax, conclude. Yeah. Okay, so like I was saying, the civil society, the Christian community, the Liberia, should I say Christian council, the Muslim council.
My question to you, I'm trying to say, you said civil society. What is the civil society that you're talking about? I'm trying to get a clarity on something. When you're saying civil society, I'm trying to give me an example. So civil society.
Civil society are non-political group.
Yeah, who? I saw. Give me an example.
Who?
Yeah,
Liberia Civil Society. They have the Liberia Civil Society organizations, right? It is headed by Madam Kai.
What's the name of it? I'm trying to get.
That's the name.
Liberia Civil Society.
Yeah, organization.
So that's just one.
Yeah.
So but
they have. So any other organization is there, but the major one is the Liberia Civil.
Okay, but when you made a comment, right?
Mm-hmm.
You made it have millions of them. No correction. I mean, not exaggerate like you were, but we have hundreds of them. So Liberia Civil Society is one organization, correct? Right?
No.
So is one organization or more than one?
Liberia Civil Society organization?
Yeah, is it just one organization or is it more than one?
They have more than one, but
so what are they? I'm asking you.
You have I may not name all of them, but I put all of them in one box. I place all of them in one box, like the Liberia Civil Society organizations, right?
Organization,
which is headed by Madam Kai, right?
Okay.
They have not been active when it comes to engaging the government on some of the promises they made. Some of the promises the government made, the civil society.
What promises did Joseph Boyka make? What promises the Unity Party made that they would do with saying that when he said that I would the car would not, no car would stick anything, which was political rhetoric. What laws did Joseph Boyka say that he is going to have?
They talk about with accountability. During the campaign period, they seriously talk about accountability.
Yes,
they talk about increasing civil because they were against this entire salary harmonization.
Okay,
and so when you come and you campaign on this and you're not doing it, it speaks volume. And then they also campaign on other people, say they will get justice, like Kabina Janet, right?
Justice, Senator. I mean, Supreme Court Justice.
Yes.
Justice for him for what?
He, according to what we have gathered, he was removed from his position.
Okay.
And they went through the legal process. He went to ECOWAS court, and the court ruled in favor of him.
Okay, first of all,
ECOWAS court is saying,
no, hold up. The Supreme Court moved him, correct? The senators remove him. They impeach him.
Yeah, they did.
They remove him. Correction. They remove him. Right. The House of Representatives impeach him, and Senator remove him. Right. ECOWAS code do not have no sway in Liberia. Liberia is a sovereign nation. ECOWAS said does not hold no water in country.
It does not hold water,
Okay,
but you can be on it.
Okay, so
you said the government should, during George Weah time, you said the government should pay all of the main benefit or reinstate, right? That was the message you were preaching. You said,
did Joseph Boyka say that?
The United Party government.
Did Joseph Boyka say that?
Once
Joseph Boyka said that.
Joseph Boyka said that during the campaign period.
No, he did not say that. Show me. There anybody from the opposition.
We'll call you.
No, hold on. Anybody from the opposition.
Let's be fair here, right? During the campaign period, former President Weah had campaign managers. They made statement. When they made these statements, at the time he became president, right? The whole President Weah, by the statement that were made by him. Good morning.
Happy New Year. He said what? Hold on, sir. Let me ask you a question. Sir, hold on. So, sir, slow down. Did Joseph Boyka say that he would give Kabina Jada his job back? He said that.
He will serve justice.
No. I want to answer my simple question. Did Joseph Boyka? Okay. All right. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Text me your name on here. When we get off the air, I will text you so you can send that video to on this number.
So that text your WhatsApp number on this number you calling on.
Yeah, text your WhatsApp number on there. Okay, right, thank you.
Good morning.
Happy New Year.
Your name, hello, your name, your name, and where are you calling from? Okay. So, are you done? Are you?
The former speaker, the former senator from AJ at the time, he didn't go anywhere. He went on justice.
So, here is it. Like I was saying, during the campaign period 2017, but then Mr. Weah had his campaign team, and they made statement, they made promises. These promises they made, well, it might not be Mr. Weah who said it, but when he took office, right, the people, the Liberian people, including the opposition, the United Party, start to hold his feet as it relates to the promises that were made during the campaign.
Happy New Year.
Hello? We lost him. During the campaign period, Mr. had people who were heading the campaign team, and they made these statements. They spoke against, why is it Mr. Weah government cannot pay Associate Justice Kabina Janet why they can't reinstate him, or why it says Shala Musu can get justice, this and that, right? But when you talk about all these things, people talk about for who you give position today. Some of those who are ministers and directors, they made these statements, right? So and you appointed them. So when you can implement what they said, because when they are saying it, you are also in the know, right? Because mind you, if I'm preaching, if I want to preach Mr. Wolokoli as president, all of the messages I'm preaching, right? When Mr. Wolokoli wins the election, the people will hold Mr. Wolokoli of all of what was said during the campaign period, whether he supporters, whether he, the whole you civil, right? So when you come to office and what you spoke against, even President Boyka at the time, he spoke against the too much serene all of today in this government, the past 1 year. There was so much serene around, vehicles moving, any vehicle just has serene on it, they moving around. The president spoke against that, but today you're saying it, right? So when people who you put in your campaign say you're handling my campaign activities, when they made this statement and they spoke against these things, when you come to office, we expect you to change the narrative. We expect you to improve on these things, but you have not done it.
Okay, so
It shouldn't be whether that President Boyka say it.
right, so let me educate.
And he talked about justice, the rule of law.
Yes.
So when you come and the rule of law is not respected, then the people question you, why were you speaking against the issue of rule of law?
So okay, so now, what is it that rule of law that you can
The 10 positions.
any position?
Mhm.
The Supreme Court or then the Supreme Court ruling on it?
Those are
The Supreme Court rule on it.
the Supreme Court, should I say, the Supreme Court rule in favor of those who were removed.
Okay, and then are those guys? The guys are stayed there, right?
Those
They
who
are stayed there, right?
those who the Supreme Court rule in favor of them, they
Yeah.
are not there.
Okay,
The president
they left.
appointed new people.
They basically just left, right? They
What?
decide not to fight it. The Supreme Court ruled it. The people who are there, they are all acting, correct?
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
All right. So I'm not saying what took place was right or wrong. It's sometimes you have to turn down the hyperbolics and look at stuff, and then we like to over exaggerate, be too braggadocious in a whole bunch of stuff that we trying to do. Let's look at what people said during the campaign is political rhetoric. It is political rhetoric. But in order for you to say as journalists or as citizen,
Mhm.
what people to hold your political leader or a political leader really accountable for what they say is for those words that came out of his mouth. What the words that came out of his mouth? How many rally that Unity Party held in Liberia? More than 5, correct?
Correct.
Correct. Out of that five rally, how many people sat and listened to what President Boyka said at that rally? Everybody was over there clapping. Ah! Muya, Muya! And singing and stuff. Nobody sat there. Everybody took it as a party. No, in Liberia now, we don't listen to speeches. People say that speech we will eat. People don't listen to ideas. They want to party. You got a former president right now on social media dancing when he's supposed to be talking about stuff that he think is wrong. So let's not sit here and think that people, because what surrogates go around and say, you can't hold a political leader accountable for it. Surrogates are going to say what it is because they are there to defend their man.
Liberals will say
No.
president he spoke last year. He was vocal and I think he's living his private life.
That's fine. He is not a private citizen. He's a living private, but he's not a private citizen because he stepped in the room. As much as I'm just to Wolokoli has put myself into the forefront and did what I did, I know that a certain level of privacy that I have to give up. That's what comes with the territory. right? That's what comes with authority. I have to be mindful of certain things that I do or say. So, with that being said, when during the campaign, when Burkhardt and them were going to a rally, how many people from no rallies, or when George Weah doing his rally, came from the rally and said, "Oh, this man said this thing that he said about this policy that we would do," and that's what we would be, because we have, like I said, back of right T-shirt and football politician. That's what we elected. That's what we the Liberian people elected.
So we have roughly 6 minutes.
Yes.
Let me just for the year 2020. President Boyka, you have a good vision for Liberia, but
Really, man? Really? What's the vision Booker have for Liberia?
According to his agenda, the arrest agenda that
Okay.
talks about
Okay.
agriculture, rule of law,
Okay.
and you name the rest.
Okay.
Right? He still need to do much better. Put the rightful people to the rightful positions, and be very much drastic on those who are not working in the interest of your government. Out of what that is happening, it might not be, it is not the president, but from within the executive, those who were appointed, they are the ones doing or creating all of these strain for the people. So, Mr. President, it is important that you listen to the people. It is important the people are the ones that give you the power that you have today. And like I'm hearing that you're going to reshuffle. I think when you're doing that, you should be very, very much smart and careful how you do the reshuffling. And during the beginning of the leadership of President Boyka, one of those who was talk of the time, Minister Sylvester Grisby, but at the end of the year, his name dropped a little bit, still a minister. So, like I said, Mr. President, the University of Liberia needs to be open. Mr. President, the University of Liberia needs to be improved. Sending 200 plus students out of Liberia, using 25 million, that 25 million can be used to improve the public university and colleges. You want to build a university in Lofa, Mr. President, we have college in Lofa. Why can't you improve that college? Improve other colleges around here. So, Mr. President, please do your best. The Liberian people are watching, and they hold your feet to the fire. Any mistakes that come, they hold you responsible. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for everybody. Thank you for listening to the show this morning. It was a pleasure to be here. I hope everyone has a wonderful and pleasant new year. Looking forward to a more prosperous new year. Thank you for being with us. And you could be anywhere, but thank you for being with us. Thank you. God bless you, and God bless.
So, lastly, let me just say this. Please go on our Facebook page. We are doing a giveaway. $1 card for every 10 persons you invite to follow our page. And please do a screenshot. Let me see whether the person follow. Because when you invite somebody, you will see the disclaim or accept. So when the person accept, do the screenshot of it and post it under our Facebook page. So go on Facebook and search Ku-Wor TV, K-W-O-R, right? So that's it. Let's start the giveaway today, and it continues during the course of the week. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. And my name is Will Wilfred Dorsey. Have a blessed day.
With your host, aka that Ku-Wor, prepare to soar.